I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got it. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough Cause time. I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping.
Yo, what's going on? Good people. How y'all feeling? How's life? We are back again, as you already know. I am your man, K Marvel. QS is on his way. He got caught up, but he is on his way for sure. Oh, Stretch.
Big Stretch doing big things in life. He's back eventually.
Right. So we're going to hold down the fort until Stretch comes back. And then, big brother, or well, little brother for me, but big as in height because, he's tall as shit. He's like, he's 12 foot 12. No, he'd be big little brother.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna hold down the fort for you, and then.
So he's Baby D, basically.
Ooh, wow.
Pause.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is wild.
Baby D is crazy.
I just Friday
and this is live. That was crazy.
Oh, and as usual, you know who it is, Striker Dragoon. What's up, yo?
Oh, and look, the man can say it himself.
How y'all doing, y'all? It's your boy QS.
In his finest
fashionably late, like always. and we are 3 of your 4 corners of commentary. Said that something like that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to excuse me. I am going from phone to computer to phone. Shit is crazy on my side. But like I said, like we said earlier, Stretch is doing big things. So we're just gonna hold down the fort until brother man can come back. Tiff in the building, not Baby D. It's wild. It's wild. Before we get to the guest, gentlemen, how y'all feeling? What's going on?
I mean, just get myself together. Just slept for the majority of the day. Slept, so I'm pretty up now. Up about. That's it. Just this is what 32 brings. So I guess I can. This is what 32 brings.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah.
Can't wait for those next 4 years to hit you.
Getting that syndrome.
Oh man, Strike, what's up with you, man?
Ain't shit. Just trying to get through the next week because I'm going to Chicago. So I'll be gone for the weekend. I'm gonna try and visit some wrestling places, take some pictures, meet some people, do a little networking. Stuff I do when I travel. So if there's anything happening, you all will know. And if y'all don't know on the pod, in terms of our lovely, crowd of people, you'll figure it out, next couple of episodes, what's going on. So just keep in touch. You'll find out on the socials what's happening. I will be posting pictures, correspondence, and everything. So just hit me up. I'll be in Chicago next week.
Well, there that go. There that is. But ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, there's been a brother sitting. Oh, well, I was gonna say he was diagonal from me below, but now he's not. Now he's on the big screen with that big ass smile.
Screen
with the big ass smile. But this man has done a lot of things. I've known him for 14, 15 years. I watched him come from, like, literally go from the bottom to achieve some things that people dream of, and we just had a conversation about that. The man, I believe, has the theme song for Raw. He has the secondary theme for SmackDown, unless that's backwards.
Yeah, I think that's backwards. I think
Yeah, so you have the main theme. You have the main theme for SmackDown, and the secondary theme for Raw.
Yeah.
He's Carmelo Hayes he's on the Carmelo Hayes entrance track. He was on, or is, but it's on Apollo's old track. The first one where he screams out Apollo. If you ever hear that, that's this brother here. Listen, there's a lot more things that he's done. He's been on the WrestleMania soundtrack. He's done a lot of the pay-per-views. He's done stuff for Disney. I know he was down in Florida for their 100th celebration. He
90th, I think.
No, 90th. Yeah, 90th, not 100th. That just happened. That's this year or last year, something like that.
Something like that.
Look, I mean, the accolades keep going, and we'll talk about a little more as we go on. But this brother is Supreme Madness, ladies and gentlemen.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Oh, brother,
Thank you for having me, guys. Thank you for having me. It's an honor.
Nah, man. Thank you for jumping on. We appreciate you. Let's start off with those accolades. We mentioned Raw, we mentioned SmackDown. You're doing stuff for NXT. Your voice has been heard by millions.
Oof, that's crazy to think about.
Yeah, yeah, right. Like, and literally all around the world. So that says a lot to your talent that the WWE would use, the company that you work for, but specifically your voice to represent not only, the shows, but the actual individual wrestlers and talents, and even their biggest show of the year.
It is an honor. It is an honor.
It's crazy. It's crazy when you think about it. Like I said, we've known each other for a long time. And to see where you were to that is insane to me. It's mind-boggling to me. But on top of these wrestling accolades, and then I guess we can go more into like who, yes, he's on the hip hop station on The Sims also. And we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that a little later. But what other things have you been able to do with the company that you work for?
So I guess the world of music that I'm involved with is called Sync. If people don't know, Sync is basically the companies that put music to TV shows, movies, and all that shit. A lot of the times it includes like really big artists, really big, names. But, as of recent, with the oversaturation of TV shows and movies and all of that shit, they resorted to going for less expensive measures. I'm not going to say cheaper measures because the music's not, any worse, or, I don't consider it cheap music, but they're spending a lot less than a fucking Wiz Khalifa or a fucking, any of these artists that are overcharging them. So now that's the kind of world that I've been involved with for the last, I want to say, 5 years. And when dealing with Sync, it's been fun, man. I've done Netflix movies. I've done I think a couple years ago, the Brooklyn Nets had my song as their entrance song. It was on the commercial for a while. It was freaking nuts. Man, I've done like they said, I did The Sims. I've done a couple MTV shows. I think it ran a few times on VH1 because I deal with the company that owns all of them. So those companies. So I deal with those guys, and they trickle it down to whoever. So it's been, I have a bunch under my belt. I mean, my lawyer ran down the whole list to me earlier today, and it was like,
It's look, it's like I said, right? It's crazy when you say it out loud, right? And once again, this is and excuse the brothers, when I say this, but like as in for me personally, hearing that and seeing where you came from and seeing the things that we've seen and the stuff that we've been through, like I'm proud of you, and I can say that, on a public forum
I
because it's the
appreciate
truth.
that, man. Thank you. I appreciate
But I do want to jump into the Sims real quick because I remember you telling me about it
that.
and what you did for that game is insane. And shout out to Tiffany. She just got back into the Sims actually. So I had reminded her about it. But can you explain to my brothers and the people what exactly
That process was?
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, like most other sync opportunities, they'll give you a briefing, right? So you get a briefing. They'll ask you for they'll ask for their targets, what they want it to sound like, blah blah blah. And then I wrote the song, which the song is called Littest, right? We the Littest or something like that, right? So I made the song. It was bop, bro. I was like, oh, this is a fucking bop. So then they sent it to the company. The company loved it. They okayed it. No changes to the shit. They was like, the beat is perfect. This. I think I did 2 songs. I did one with Angie Rose, and I did one by myself. So, we send the songs, they love the songs, they sent back translations. And mind you, I played The Sims, right? And I hear them. I know that it's like weird, but I didn't know that it was an actual fucking language, bro. So like they sent back phonetic translations that I had to read off of a piece of paper and re-record the song in Simlish. It was the fucking funniest thing I've ever done. It was the hardest thing to get out, bro. And then, but the thing is, they wanted it to sound like, authentic. Like I speak Simlish,
Right,
so like
right.
that the perfect take had to come out, and I had to learn Simlish that day. It was nuts. It was nuts, but it was a fucking ball, bro. I had a great ass time. That was fucking fun. That was
That's
definitely
dope.
one of those memorable moments in my life.
Yeah, Tiff said, it's my shit. The fuck is the language?
Simlish. That's what they call it. That's what the company calls it.
That's insane. So look, and he's done some more video game stuff too. Like I said, man, you've done a lot of things. Strike. Talking about video games, we know here's a segue, right? Both Supreme Madness and Striker streams. And they both stream different things, but streaming is a community, you know what I mean? Especially when it's a gaming community. And just like the wrestling community, but specifically the podcast community, specifically Black podcast community. Same thing with the Black gaming, streaming community. You gotta kind of, get together and do things together and mishmash ideas and things like that. I know you had a question for the brother. Yeah.
Well, being on the music side of things, how is it to be a part of stuff that you love, in the sense of, like, say we'll stick with video games right now. How does it feel? I know it probably feels surreal to have EA call you, or agents from a big company like that call you and say, "Hey, yo, we were listening to some of your tracks, and we want you to add your sound to something that we have." So how does it feel, or what is your advice to people who are seeking to do that as a hobby, or to just be a part of that process in general? What's your advice to everybody?
All right, so I'm gonna start from the beginning. I guess the feeling that I get is, I mean, it's surreal. Sometimes it doesn't really hit me. You know what I mean? Like I don't really live in those moments. Sometimes I have to be. Actually, I had a talk with my brother K. He told me that I have to start living in those moments because I don't really, receive them as like other people receive those moments. So like, it's still surreal, and there's a sense of immortality that you gain by having your medium immortalized by putting it in another medium. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like it's cool. It's a cool feeling, but it's very surreal. Sometimes I feel like it's not really happening and shit. But advice I can give to somebody trying to do the same thing, trying to get into the sync world. Um, it takes consistency. It takes meeting people. It takes networking, heavy networking. The sync world is not an easy, they call it a fraternity because it's not really an easy system to get into. You just have to you just gotta keep plugging. Gotta keep plugging. One of your songs, you get yourself somebody that's in the network that can get these briefs, and you go for yours. You look online for these companies if they're in your state. You go for yours. You drop them songs. You email these people. You wait for the time. You intern at these places. Like you keep plugging because the sync world's not easy to get into. But as soon as you get a rhythm with it, like I've been blessed because I've been lucky enough to gain successes. But like they said, like luck equals what they said. Luck is preparation and like I forgot what the equation is for luck. It's like preparation and timing or some shit like that equals
Right.
luck. You know what I'm
Good
saying?
job.
So like yeah, that's close enough, right? Something like that. But um, you know, you just gotta keep plugging, bro. Like with any art form,
Right.
it just you gotta just keep writing. As if you're an artist, you got to keep drawing. If you're a singer, you just got to keep singing. If you're a rapper, keep fucking writing, bro. The pen game just gets better and better and better and better and better. You find ways to evolve, you find ways to better yourself, and you just keep trying. So if you're trying to get into the sync world, into the recording industry, anything, because right now I'm even trying to get into the recording industry. I'm trying to make that transition from sync to recording industry, which is not an easy transition either. But you know, consistency, baby. I just got to keep plugging, just the same way y'all got to keep plugging. I just got to keep plugging, baby. So just do as I do, bro. Hoist blinds. Let's go.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Fire. Mr. QS. Something else that I know that I can at least have something that's relatable outside of music, because we're all music heads here, but QS is a hip hop head. He's a music head, period. I can't just, regulate it to one genre. But mental health is super important to all of us. But it's important to QS, and I know madness is it's important to you, but I just want this time to let people know that, and QS, I know you can back me up with this, but like it's okay to be you. It's okay to be not okay. And there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
What I wanted to really touch up on it for this madness, if you can try to like elaborate or walk me through it, like how does this like the process, how does this process go for you mentally? How does this go about? I wonder, are you able to like meet with certain superstars and like give a preview of like what their interest song's gonna be? Like, does that cause any type of anxiety for you if they tell you like, oh, I don't like it, or I don't know about this? Or do y'all have a more hands-on approach like that? Or is it just whatever song you put out there, it's just whatever's gonna grasp onto it. If it hits, it hits. It doesn't, it doesn't. Like, how does that affect you mentally, if in a sense?
That's actually a pretty good question. When it comes to anything in the entertainment industry, rejection is a very regular occurrence. So like even though I've been lucky, my percentage is pretty high according to my lawyer. Um, like I still get those moments that they're like, nah. I'm like, okay. So like what? Nah, like the whole thing. Nah. I'm like, all right, fuck it, start from square one, rip the page, let's get it going. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you just have to take certain things like that in life. And as an artist, like, I have my moments that I want my art to be loved, and when it's not, I'm like, what the fuck you mean, bro? My shit is popping. What are you talking about? That shit was dope. But you kind of have to just take those, bro. It's not really even like it's not something that should be anxiety inducing if it's in a professional sense. You know what I'm saying? If it was more personal music, I would take it a little harder. But like they have a target that they wanted me to hit. If I miss that target, that's not their fault. That's my fault. So like, please correct me. You know what I mean? But in regards to how the process of how the themes happen, I don't know if I could let y'all into too much of that. All I know is that they ask for a specific target. You have to hit that specific target. I don't know who's making that choice, whether it's the superstar or not, because sometimes I get to speak to the superstar beforehand. Sometimes me and them just get cool after. Sometimes I don't speak to them the whole time. Like there's a couple wrestlers that I did songs for. Like I DM'd them on Instagram, but like, yo, I'm the rapper on your theme song. I got mad respect for you. Like what the fuck? What the fuck is that? But like in regards to that, it's pretty much like sync shit. They ask for a target, you hit that fucking target. You know what I mean?
Got you. Okay. Makes sense.
Please, another one. Anybody?
How about you?
I don't like him that much. So nah. Sorry. It's that family thing. You know what I mean?
We've known each other too long.
Yo, seriously. I don't have any questions for him. So, all right. So I'll put it to you like this, right? So we know, well, you and I know that. So you don't really follow the wrestling stuff, the wrestling aspect too much now, right? Like
as much as I would like to, no.
Right.
I've been pretty busy. Yeah.
Right. Some of the wrestlers, partially because you do that. You're on their songs.
I've met a lot of them in the studio and shit like that, so I know some of these people.
Right. So, but one of the biggest songs, one of the bigger themes that you're on that people feels like crazy is Carmelo Hayes' theme.
Oh, Hayes, yeah. That's my guy, bro. Carmelo Hayes is my fucking guy, bro. Me and him be messaging back and forth. Like, there's been times. Wait, no, I don't mean to cut you off. Shout out to Carmelo Hayes, bro. Shout out to Carmelo Hayes. That's my guy, bro. There's been times that I was down in the dumps, bro. Like, there's been times that I needed that kick in the ass, and bro, he would go out of his way to DM me, to send me a video of somebody spitting the thing. Like, shout out to Carmelo Hayes, bro. Like, he a true G, bro. He a true friend. He's a true champ. Like, I'm so glad things are going fucking great for that guy. That guy deserves it. Shout out to Carmelo Hayes. All right, my bad. Continue.
No, you good. I mean, I guess you said what I was gonna ask. But that song in itself, man, even when we first heard it, like I heard it and I was like, oh, I know that voice. And then, I spoke to them about it, and, there was a couple other people that I fuck with heavy that I, I told, and, man, when I tell you, the response has been nothing but positive. And we, like I said, there's a lot of things we talk about off air. Once again, this is my brother, so we talk a lot. But how does it feel? Think about it, right? So, like Stryker said it earlier, there's the video games, and you said that now you have this like immortalized aspect of it because that's your voice, and your voice is now in something that, like the annals of time tends to lose things. Yeah, of course. But it's still there. Like you can't, nobody could take that away from you. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing with wrestling, right? So when it comes to things like WrestleMania, like you could say that your voice is on WrestleMania, something that you watched when you was a kid, or you was, you know, a teenager or something, you know, or when I would watch it and you was like, oh, it's on, but you'd still sit there and watch it because I had it on. You know what I mean? You talk mad crap, but now you look at you. But like from that kind of aspect, and I know it hasn't sunk in enough. Like I know that because it just sunk in recently. But how does that feel? You know, like how does that come across to know that not only like to see it from where we were to where you are now?
Oh man, honestly, it's like it's really overwhelming to even like try to grasp that, because like, you know, like subject for another time, my history has been pretty dark at times. You know, like my life hasn't been easy, and I've gone through a lot of shit. So like, even looking back at those days, I'm like, I would have never guessed ever. My pen never went off the page. I never stopped rapping, but like, I didn't even know this world existed, first off. You know what I mean? Like I kind of I fell into the sync world kind of by mistake. Not even. All right. It's weird situations happen, right? So I'm gonna really close this really fast, but it
Nah,
leads
man, go. We
it
got time.
leads
Talk.
so I had a boy, right, that I went to junior high school with. And during that time period, I was starting to get really serious with my rap. So he was into music management, so I wanted him to be my manager. So I took him as my manager, and he had plugs to this guy that did beats and recorded in a studio in Long Island. So I was like, you know, Long Island's a long way from here, but fuck it, you know, this is your plug, let's go. Ended up meeting Anthony Mirabella. If y'all don't know who Anthony Mirabella is the producer and the basically mastermind behind Def Rebel. Bella is everybody, you know. Bella is Def Rebel, you know what I'm saying? So I met him that day. So I used to go to his studio all the time with the manager. He was paying for it because he was my manager, and then him and I had a falling out, but Bella and I stayed cool. So I used to just, you know, from Harlem all the way to fucking Ronkonkoma, Long Island, a fucking 2-hour fucking train ride just to get into the fucking studio and chill. And I started meeting people that went to the studio with him, and we started, you know, doing shows in Long Island and really taking Bella's beats and doing something with it, utilizing it. But, you know, stupid motherfuckers don't know what they're really doing. We're not releasing it online. We're not really doing anything. It just looks cool what we're doing, but nobody's really making any moves. So at the time, you know, my occupation wasn't the greatest thing, so I was very distracted. And you know, I ended up real lifing it away from all of that for a while, right? Then you know, real life hit, and then I went to school. I think you remember this. I went to this was a while after I got married to my ex-wife. I went to school for auto mechanics. I went to Lincoln Tech.
Of course, I remember that.
Yeah. I went to Lincoln Tech. I graduated with a 3.95 fucking GPA. I smacked that
Yeah, you
school,
did.
and then I was fixing cars in a Mavis in fucking Scarsdale. I was like the alignment alignment specialist in a Mavis in fucking Scarsdale, you know, Yonkers. And Bella calls me back and it's like, bro, I have an opportunity for you. I've been doing sync since. It literally had, you know, and it's crazy how I met him in the first place. It's crazy how I let go of music to become a mechanic, and then music called me back into it. And it's crazy that it was Bella that brought me into sync. Just the whole way that if any of those steps would have happened any differently, it probably wouldn't have. I probably wouldn't have been in sync. So, like, so like I said, talent is everything. Because if I wasn't talented enough, Bella wouldn't have even considered me. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's who you know. Sometimes, man, you got to put yourself in the right places for luck to be on your side.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
So I mean,
Look,
it
man.
just ended up working out.
Yeah, listen, man. You've been talented. That was never in
Thank
question.
you, thank you, thank you.
Um, Q, you got something?
Because I don't want to like go and like, and it turns into a session. I'm not trying to like pry into your personal life, but it's always
Oh, pride,
interesting.
bro. Pride.
Nah, it's always interesting when I always hear, the stories of, when folks say they've had it rough, and I really don't want you to go. You say that's a story for another time. I don't even want you to really go into that. It's just I want,
Yeah.
I just wanted, it's not, I don't even have like a question for you at the moment. I actually just wanted to like give you props and give you, and clap for you, and give you kudos to that, that even if you're still able to be here, you're still able to even still produce a gift. It's a gift that you're giving out. I'm glad, you having a conversation with your lawyer. So it goes to show you're not doing this for free. You're doing, you actually, you getting
Right.
out of this.
Yeah. The people I got lucky enough to be in association with, I got really lucky. The entertainment industry is full of sharks and snakes, but where I ended up around people that actually cared for me and loved me, like family. You know what I mean? So like, I got really lucky, bro. I got really.
And you know something. That's very good, because it's like not many people can actually come and say that. Not many people can go and say that they came up in the industry and they have like they got a team behind them. They got the right people trying to help you make the right decisions. Like a lot of people don't have. A lot of folks really don't have that. They have a lot more stories when it comes to the entertainment industry. So to hear you, just saying you. It's not a horror story, but it really just sounds like, all right, you still on the right path. I say kudos to you for that. And I'm like,
don't get me wrong, I got some horror stories for concerning the industry. Like I've come across, I can't even say a shark. I've come across demons in this game, in this industry, bro. I've come across motherfuckers that'll like really convince you that love is real,
and it's not.
And fuck not being real, like they're trying to get you. Like I've come across a lot
from the jump.
Yeah. I've gotten used. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten screwed over for thousands. Like I've gotten, this industry is ugly, bro. And this, sometimes it happens in conjunction of being in a safe place. You can be in a safe place and still be a target by somebody out of it. So like,
Yep.
you gotta really, it is your team, but you really gotta be open with your eyes have to be open in this industry, bro.
Okay.
And you really gotta smell the fucking bullshit, because there's some people out here, man, that they will really be your best friends, man, and they will really convince you that they're your best friends, man. And as soon as the opportunity comes up, it's like, I never was friends in the first place.
That's why. I'm glad you touched up on that, because I was really going to be, if there had to be a question, that's what was going to be my question, is like, how are you even able to spot out the fake, if you want to call it the fake shit? How are you able to spot that out from just from the corner?
When you find that out, please let me know.
Yeah, figured it out.
For real.
That was a loaded question. Yeah,
these people blend in too much, man. They blend in with the regular folk, and then like with like one thing about a fucking snake motherfucker, like being around regular people, they're able to emulate and imitate. So then sympathy, empathy, you can fake that.
Mhm.
So like you get convinced sometimes, and then out of nowhere they shed their skin and they're a fucking snake, and you're like, I knew it. I knew it. I
Right,
should have
right.
expected it. So
Right.
that happens. You know, it's gonna happen to everybody once or twice. Like you can keep your eyes open, just stay on guard. But you know, there's pros and cons to that too, because then you limit your relationships with people and stuff like that. Like
Right.
the way that I see it, I conduct myself like DMX says, man. You accept people for what they are. You just realize what they are and put them in that category before you move forward, you know?
Yeah.
Get that. I get that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well. Strike.
Oh man, I just had the damn quote in my head and I forgot it. Okay, let me see if I'm gonna see if I can paraphrase it, but please don't fault me for paraphrasing it wrong.
Hit me.
So they say everything has a start, but there's an end to it. What I know you're on your path and you are reaching higher heights, but where do you see yourself, or where do you see your end goal at with your career, with your with your success? Like, where do you see your ends at? And I'm not saying it to be in a depressive state, but what do you see your end goal being? Like, where do you want to be at your level of prominence or your pinnacle? Where do you see yourself at?
That's a big one. That's a big one.
It's like your 5-year plan, but
yeah,
you're
like my
top
end
of the
result.
mountain.
All right,
Mount
so
Rushmore.
please excuse, because I'm very humble. I'm a very humble motherfucker. You can ask how. I'm a very very humble motherfucker, right? So please excuse if I sound different during this answer, right?
No,
If my goal, if the end result is what, if the question is the end result, the very end, I'm going to be the biggest thing that's ever been in the entertainment industry ever. Like, I don't only want to encompass music. I'm going to transcend the different genres. Like, I don't want to be boxed into like a specific stereotypical art form or anything in that nature. I want to be known to be to blur the lines of art. I want to be able to manipulate whatever medium so people can see pure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say I'm good, I can't say I'm bad, but I'm truthful. I give you this shit straight the fuck up. I'm 100% pure. If I hate you, I'm gonna hate you the full way. If I love you, I'm gonna love you the full way. But that's pure. That's what human interaction is supposed to be. Cut the fucking bullshit. Pure. Some people say I'm like extra or extreme, or I be mad loud or whatever the fuck. I'm pure, bro. You get me. 100% unfucking filtered me. Everybody should be like that. That level of purity, that level of realness, bro. And it's not even about gangster or toughness or anything like that. It's realness, bro. When it's time to be silly, it's time to be silly, bro. I could be silly. But if it's time to be real, if it's time to be serious, if it's time to be hype, if it's time to be loving, if it's time to be, that's purity, like pure emotion, pure feeling, purity, bro. Like, that's what I bring in my music. Energy transference. I'm giving that pure emotion. Like, whatever direction I want you to go, I'm pulling you there. I want that to cover all art forms, all mediums. I want to get into acting. I want to, go on. I want to be on TV shows. I want to be in movies. I want to, fucking, I don't know if I'm ever gonna be a comedian, Kyle. You know I ain't that funny, but I wanna be able to blur the lines of all the mediums of what art is, and be able to convey the message that I'm trying to say, that purity is necessary in this toxic world. Everybody is so fake. Everybody's so afraid to interact with another person because they're gonna, oh, I'm afraid of getting hurt. Like, that's a fucked up society. That's a fucked up circumstance. Like, I want that level of purity, and if unfiltered madness, unfiltered supreme madness is the only way that I can do that, I'm going to reach the highest heights. I'm going to show the people what the fuck purity is supposed to be, what the fuck a real fucking person is supposed to be. I want people to emulate that. I want to get to a place where people can respect that, can feel that, can want to be that. I don't want to be a president or nothing like that. I want to be able to reach the highest heights so I can be the martyr to start the change, to make motherfuckers pure again, bro. To make motherfuckers real again, bro. Because I'm this world is just not a great place anymore, man. And I got kids in this motherfucker, bro.
Right.
So like,
Yeah.
I almost feel like I'm obliged to do it. I've been immortalized in a way that now I have something. I have a voice, but it's not loud enough. So I have to get to that point that it's loud enough, and not to make a change, because I'm not corny, and I don't think that one person could spark a revolution, because I understand how forest fires are made, you know what I'm saying? And it takes a lot more than a spark. It takes wind, right direction, way too much circumstances to start a spark like that, figuratively speaking, you know what I mean? So like, in all realism, like, I know the level of intensity that you have to achieve in order, not even intensity, like notoriety, in order to achieve that level of intensity to change, to make that kind of change. You know what I'm saying? Like the person that I like to use as an example, and some people argue me about it, but Kanye West is the closest example to somebody that's able to manipulate the world in a way that I want to to have the power to do. You know what I'm saying? He's powerful in a way that people don't understand by words. He doesn't have to rap. He doesn't have to even explain nothing. He can say 2 words and it'll change the flow of time. Like, it influence the flow of time. That level of influence is the closest example to where I want to go, but it's not there yet. I need to pass where Kanye is right now. And don't get me wrong, after you hit a certain point as an African American, motherfuckers start looking at you crazy. Feel me? It's either you're quiet or you're not. It's either you're Jay-Z rich and you're quiet and don't say much, or you're Kanye rich and you're loud and you say too much. You know what I mean? So like, I have to just hit the heights in order to convey the message that I have to make for the world. And if I've been immortalized through my music, I have to be immortalized through my message. My music's not enough.
Damn.
But that's see, that it's a deep question. I don't usually go that far in, but like,
but see, that's the point. We try to pick the brains of everybody we have on for interviews. So to make you feel something, to make you emote something that you didn't feel before, you didn't think of in an interview before. That's the point. That's the level we try to reach when we do these interviews.
We tend to not. We don't like to put the disclaimer out there for y'all anytime you guys come up to the show, saying like, hey, get ready. You might end up saying something that's really going to hit your spirit, and you might end up trying to just blurring everything out. Like we don't do that. We don't like to do that because we don't want y'all to ever be afraid to speak y'all truth. Like I said,
I don't mind it. Is that usually people don't ask for those level of truths,
Nah, and I feel like that.
I mean,
those type of truths should always be. We always got to have them because it sparks a conversation, and honestly makes the conversation even better. It makes you came out of here with something. You learned something new. So it's just we always try to get. We always try to give it. We're definitely not we are a wrestling podcast, but we're not the typical wrestling podcast that anybody would usually come on. And we just do it our try best. We try not to we don't want to pry too deep, and we don't want to ask you the same questions that you probably have gotten over and over and over and over. Once you come in, once you come in, so sometimes
I appreciate that. That's what's up.
Yeah, we'll go a little further. Like we're like family. We'll start asking questions.
I'm with the shits, bro. I don't even mind it, bro. It's dope. It's dope.
To be honest, I didn't even want you on the show. So
I know. I had to fucking threaten this motherfucker's life to invite me onto the fucking show, motherfucker.
With a piece of corn. Like, I don't even understand how that even works.
Well, sorry.
I had to pull out the yammy on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I had to pull out that clack clack. You know what I'm saying?
You better chill. Spray your ass.
No, he pulled out the light, so I hate you, bro.
But to correct the quote, it's everything that has a start has an end too, and that was from Supreme Madness, ladies.
Everything that has a start has an end too. Yeah.
So, I just thought today I'd just listen to a couple songs, find some quotes that I like from the songs and make some topics out of that too.
The man got bars.
It's just
thank you. Yeah. Bars are lost art in me. So I have to decorate. Sometimes you got to decorate ignorant shit with smart shit so people can catch it and not notice that they caught it.
It's called brilliant ignorance. It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
It's like
he code switches on songs. That's what that is. He's
force feeding these motherfuckers some smart shit every now and then.
But you need to. I mean, we had Lupe with Dumb It Down. It's stuff that's needed. It is stuff that's needed. Some people do not want conscious shit in their head. You need to slap some ignorant shit in there and then say, oh, you need to check this verse, or you need to go read Art of War, or you need to go read this book. Slap some shit in between that verse. And somebody's gonna think about it. They're gonna be like, what is he saying?
Yeah.
So it's an art. It's really an art. It's a skillful thing to do.
Nah, for sure.
I have fun. I have a lot of fun. With it, man. If music, for a while, music was, I don't want to say inaccessible to me, but it was mentally inaccessible to me because of, specific things that were going on in my life. So now, especially as of recent, I've gotten a reawakening with music and a new evolution with my art, and I appreciate it a lot more. So I'll listen to my own stuff and I'll like it now. Oh shit. Damn, that was crazy. I'll be able to appreciate my own shit while staying humble, because I'm not the type of dude be yo, I'm the fucking man, bro. Fuck this shit, man. I'm not that guy. You know what I'm saying?
If it was I
wouldn't be lying though. Motherfucker.
12 years. It was 12 years ago, 13 years ago. You might have been like that. Oh.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But you remember that heck had to be a cocky son of a bitch. That madness had to be.
That heck was different. That heck was different.
Yeah.
Look, let's get back into wrestling for a second. Let's talk about some of the past things. Back in the day when we were young, so Attitude Era was your genre.
That was my favorite era. Yes.
So who were some of your favorite? Actually, we're gonna combine this question.
Okay.
Because for some reason, as we already see, and as you experience, wrestling and hip hop go hand in hand. So who is your favorite wrestlers then? And then who are your favorite hip hop artists?
So in the Attitude Era, man, bro. Well, my top favorite wrestler, especially during that time, was Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Boys were my were the fucking guys, bro. The fucking Jeff Hardy was, and still I follow him on Instagram. Still, that guy is the fucking man, bro. I don't give a fuck what he's gone through and all the drugs that I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Jeff Hardy's the fucking man, bro. You know, the Rock. I was there in the beginning of the Rock. Like I was there when John Cena started. Like Edge and Christian, bro, with my fucking guys, bro. The Dudley Boys back in the day. Oh my god, bro. There was a lot back then, man. That whole era was just like every Monday was fucking fire, bro. It was like, oh, and then they had the fucking group fights. Oh, that was my era, bro. I have such fond memories of those days, bro. And then like I'm sure you know, that was around the time that I used to do the backyard wrestling.
Yeah,
I was part of that backyard wrestling. What was it called? No Love Wrestling in Lower East Side Manhattan. I was like super in with those guys. I was like, oh man, I was a crazy ass little knucklehead, but I was a crazy little dude, bro.
And then your hip hop.
I used to swanton bomb off of anything, bro. Off of jungle gyms, off of swing sets. Like I was a lunatic. All right, and now the music side. You know, my top artist, my top rapper artist of all time, which is still gonna be Tupac to this day. It's just his music was too passionate and too impactful for anybody to be able to like you know, like I wouldn't say a close second, but like I would put DMX in my top 5 as well, because DMX had that same passion, that same authority, you know, with his shit. Like people, you can't fake that kind of passion. You could write, your pen game could be stupid. There's something about intensity that you can't fake, bro. So like, you know, a lot of the artists in my top are on the like, you know, more intense side, but like, you know, Tupac would be number 1. Biggie and Nas would probably be like my number 2. Eminem is just a fucking monster. Eminem is possibly my favorite rapper alive. Although I know Nas is alive and he supersedes him on the number. It's just I love Eminem songs. I just love Eminem's, like Eminem inspired me to pick up the pen. Like I've been listening to rap music for a long time, but it wasn't until I was 11 years old when Eminem came around, the time Eminem came out, that I picked up the pen. I was like, bro, I gotta write something. Like this shit is crazy. Like my mind, he opened the gates. So, you know, he's in there, you know, Jadakiss, he's in my top 5. Like, you know, Jay-Z, he's in my top 5. So like, you know, the really influential rappers I grew up with. So that I can't argue with my top 5. I have to keep them in there. But like, you know, the rest of it trickles down with a lot. There's a lot of ties in between. And so, but yeah, you know, the more impactful rappers is who was my generation. So I have to say it because that's what I grew up with. Unlike people that say it nowadays because they're like, oh, you know, I'm supposed to say Tupac. Like, I'm not that guy. Tupac raised me, bro. Illuminati raised me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and real quick before we get to one of the brothers to ask you something, Anthony, excuse me, Anthony came out with the question: if you would do an entry track for anyone back in the Attitude Era, who would you want to write for?
Wow!
Oh my God!
Wait, hold on, and it can't be Jeff.
Yep,
gotta be somebody else.
Rob Van Dam. That was my God. Oh man, that's literally it's either that, it's either him or fucking Shawn Michaels back in the day, bro. I would have killed the remix to the I Think I'm Cute. I know I'm sexy. Oh man, I'd have killed a remix to that. Oh my God, bro. What? I'm just a sexy boy. Come on, bro. I don't murder you, bro.
I'm telling you. You still can. What you mean?
Word, bro. Shawn Michaels holla at me, bro. I could redo that. You heard? Make it nice. You heard? I know you ain't wrestling no more, but I got you, bro. I got you, bro. I got you, bro.
for those one-offs. For those one-off appearances.
Yeah, with the cowboy hat and shit, man. Don't worry. I mean, I make it sound country. I heard Grimes and shit, right? I sounded country as fuck on that.
That's right. I forgot you was on Grimes and shit. Oh, I almost forgot. Look bad.
Did anybody ever notice that? I don't think I ever said that out loud.
To be honest with you, I thought that was somebody else.
I didn't even remix it. I just literally did exactly what he did.
Wow.
I didn't. That's what they wanted me. They just wanted my voice.
So you just went and just
instead of just yeah.
I was like, oh, so you want the song? They were like, no, these are the lyrics. We just need your voice instead of. I was like,
okay.
That's crazy. I didn't realize that. That's crazy.
Wow.
Listen to the song.
So I was right. So that was somebody else before, and then
no, that was him before.
Yeah.
That was Josiah.
No, he did his own song.
Oh, not the rapping part.
No. What the fuck are you talking about?
Never mind. Forget it.
He did his own song, bro. That was his voice on the shit.
Oh, yeah. We'll get back to that.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, QS is big into fighting games too. So since we're all here, and we all like Street Fighter.
I don't like Street Fighter, but
I thought you did. No, you're a Tekken guy. That's why.
Tekken, King of Fighters, anything else.
But you like Tekken too, don't you?
I mean, I kind of played it back in the day.
Yeah, but you was more
as like I said, as of recently, I don't really do fighting games. I'm more into MMORPGs and third-person shooters. I like Bang Bang Boogie games. I don't even do competitive like that because
competitive's more.
Because you're trash, right?
I don't like getting my ass kicked by 6-year-olds, bro. I don't. That shit. After you pass 30 years old, bro, that shit hits different, bro. I don't want my self-esteem fucked up because that little kid is nasty. Fuck that, bro. Nah.
Right.
Nah.
It really messes with your mental. Nah, it really does. Like,
you feel me? I ain't going through that mental fuck. Nah, bro. Y'all can have that. I'm gonna go kill.
We also gotta remember we were those 6-year-olds beating up on the older people.
Yes, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Now I'm gonna let them have that. I'm good.
With 6-year-olds in the laundromat playing Marvel's Capcom against these old
like that.
Let these 6-year-olds now have it. Like, I'm just here to enjoy the game. I'm not here to be
competitive. Motherfucker come home after a hard day out, son, sit down, throwing the headphones like and then grow gray hairs. Nah, I'm good. I'm good, bro. I'm gonna go kill some fucking AI that don't even look at me when I shoot.
Right.
Good,
right. Something with no emotion.
You feel me? Something with no emotion, no thought. Like, I'm fine with that, bro.
I'm gonna go shoot Johnny number 5 over here. Let's
what a reference.
What Short Circuit, man? Look,
I said what a reference.
I know you know. I'm just saying, people gotta step their game up.
Shout out to 52 viewers. We really appreciate this.
We were at 50. We was at 59. So shout out to everybody who's watching, commenting, hitting us up on the side. We appreciate y'all. Madness. You and I are gonna take it a little bit of a different direction.
Hit me.
You and I are fathers. The only difference, outside of the fact that you have more than I do, is that you have boys and I have a girl.
I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I had little bit boys.
No, you would have been fine. You would have been fine with a girl.
Yeah, I'd have had like 3 bodies by now. If I
Probably. But how's it feel? Like, how important is it to you, like fatherhood, especially as a Black father, where we already have these setbacks, right? Where, people already look at us, number one, we're black men, but as black fathers, they already expect us to not be there. They already expect us to, be less of, or even more, to an extent, or even lesser, I should say. But how important is it to you to be a black father, or just to be a dad, or just actively involved in your son's lives?
Well, I had a pretty good foundation. You know what I'm saying? Like my father and mother stayed together, so the image of family was very complete for me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to go through a divorce, so um when I had kids, even though his whole life I've been involved. As much as I could have, because during that time my life was very turmoilic. So every my son grew up with his father. I was there all the time. I didn't miss a beat. You know what I'm saying? And especially now I have a 4-year-old, and I literally get him 4 days a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fit everything that I'm doing into the same time frame that I have with half the time, because I have my son with me sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So like, being able to balance that out is a father skill, and it's something that I just figured. It's just I grew with me with time. But like, being a father, it's like I said, I do everything that I have to do with half the time. I split half of my time with my son. So being a father is just as important, if not more important to me than my entire life. You know what I'm saying? My entire life takes 50% of my time. My son takes the rest of the time when he's with me. You know what I mean? He's balanced with the entire rest of my life. So, you're dealing with the most important humans to you. You'll do anything for them. You know what I'm saying? And so fatherhood, I mean, that's at least what fatherhood is for me, because a lot of people don't really share that same sentiment. There's a lot of shitty fathers out there. But yeah, man, it's been, and co-parenting isn't an easy thing, but like, I refuse to ever be absent from my son's life. Like, no matter what, that is my first job, and musician is second.
Right. So we have a comment or a question. Evening, says Sabrina. What's up? Is there any racing games or games like God of War that you, sir, are into?
Racing games, hell yeah! Oh, fuck yeah, man! Oh, I forgot. I didn't mention that, man. I will bust y'all ass. Come see me in Forza Horizon 5, baby. I will see y'all in Mexico. I'll race you any race, bro. Oh man, I'm making my business to hurt people's feelings on the road. Y'all want to see me on racing? Holla at me on Xbox, baby. Supreme Madness 5's at the end, just like my Twitch. I will see you on the road.
Yeah, but who has an Xbox?
Only the greatest of people.
Only the wagon. What you mean?
Only the greatest of people have
Xbox.
Well, I have all systems, so I guess I'm on another level.
Nah, I got my Switch. I got my Xbox. I don't need a PlayStation. I didn't need a PlayStation 5 until Rebirth came out.
Pretty much.
That was what I said when Tekken got announced. I said I need my PS5 now.
I got my Switch for Pokemon. I got my Xbox for every other game that I play, and I'm gonna get the PlayStation 5 for Final Fantasy. Nothing else. Yep. Fuck the bullshit.
And it's crazy because I was gonna dive into that gaming question and be like, before you say you like to play MMORPGs, I was gonna ask you initially, what's been your favorite MMORPG that you've played ever?
Oh man, it's the one it's my current addiction. I've been playing it for the last, I'm gonna say,
I can't.
7 years. Yeah, like 7 years. Warframe is the fucking great. It's possibly my favorite game of all. With Final Fantasy and Squeenix aside, Warframe is possibly like my favorite game of all time. I think I've clocked more than 3,000, maybe closer to 5,000 hours in the game. Got like, dude, It's literally insane how much time. I'm like a clan leader on that shit. Like, dude, I'm like, it's the greatest. The only other one that I play in all actuality is Division 2. It still counts as an
Okay.
MMR.
But
Yeah.
they're still getting updates. They're still getting new seasons and stuff like that. They
Oh
supposed to get
yeah.
they're
The
supposed to
story
get
just
a next gen
I heard
patch too.
yeah, the story just went full circle on the Division. The story is really serious. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
both of those games got next gen upgrades.
I heard
How's the single player? How's the single player story for Warframe? Did you play that yet?
Yeah. All the way through. It's dope. I mean, every mission, you know, like okay, lore wise, story wise, it's one of the greatest stories that I've ever experienced. It's the craziest fucking shit ever.
wow.
It's literally from start to end. It's the craziest fucking shit. Like they'll hit you with moments with paradoxes that the time have to shift, and like it's really good. And just the fucking fact that you're a space ninja is insane.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, I'm a ninja in space. I got a sword and a fucking laser rifle. Gimme. I'll play. Let's go. Let's go. I'm there, baby.
I used to play heavy when PS4 first dropped. I used to play that shit heavy. Like
Which
I
one did you
stopped Warframe, because Warframe dropped when PS4 dropped.
Yeah.
It was
I
one of the few games they had to play at the time, because it
Yeah.
took years for them to get games.
I had played Warframe when it first dropped, and then just fell off. But my nephew, like whenever I go to see them, like he's on it. I'm like, damn, what are you doing? And it's crazy.
It's the fastest paced game I've ever played. Like literally, if you wanted to like jump straight up and just slam straight down and then shoot and then jump that way, jump back, you could do anything. Like I've never seen such a seamless. I've never seen such a seamless, fucking fluid motion game. Like it's the craziest. Like I love it. I stream it from time to time, but as of recent, I've been on my Persona shit.
Tiffany says, "What Xbox? Not shocking. Wow,
Yo, my Xbox is dope. I got like I let Enzo pick stickers out in different stores, and we just put it. Oh yeah, Enzo's my son. I'm sorry, and we just put it all over my Xbox. Like I got fucking Baby Shark stickers. I got Papa Bear stickers. I got Apple stickers. I got crazy shit. So like my Xbox is my own art project.
Facts. Stretch has popped in the building. What's up, bro? So he's probably on his way home. He said he got his Switch also for Pokemon. To which that guy is also a Pokemon
fan.
What?
Yes.
I
was just watching
wait. I'm gonna show you how much of a Pokemon fan I am. Well, hold on a second. I'm gonna show you right now.
It's too late. Bro. The episode's over. No.
I was just watching.
No. You gotta see this. You see this? Shit is real, baby. Shit is real, baby. And I be fucking sporting this shit on the train, motherfucker. I drip all red, fucking Jordans on fleek, bro. Hat down low, looking real tough with my coat on and shit. And then I pull out the Pikachu. And fuck everybody's heads up. Everybody's like, oh shit, who's this guy? And then they see the fucking Pokemon. They're like, oh yeah, he ain't dangerous. Bro, that shit makes you invisible, bro. You could be strapped to the teeth, bro. And then if a cop walks in the train and sees Pikachu in your hands, he ain't looking at you, bro.
Look right
that shit is awesome.
It's crazy, man. Crazy. I was just watching Pokemon has a Switch channel and shit like that, so they'll just be showing random episodes. They were running through Master Quest today, and I'm like, that's my favorite Pokemon theme song. Theme songs. And then they were showing the Johto League today, and I'm like, I don't want to see old Ash. If you watch Pokemon Journeys, like me and QS do, Pokemon Journeys is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
When's the new season supposed to come out? With I know there's a season with
his daughter.
Supposedly his daughter. But
That's his daughter, and he's actually he makes a couple cameos in this shit.
okay. They got that far along.
I'm heavy on Cerebi.net. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
Of
It's
course.
like the Pokemon
Come on, bro.
of all
Come on, dog.
things. Yeah. So Cerebi spoils a lot of shit for me on the flyby, but yeah.
But no, I didn't know they got that far to
And also 'cause-
confirm it.
no,
So
no.
that's why it's good. What? Say.
Never mind. No, not you. You're cool. You're fine. It's that guy.
Bro, I told you, come see me, bro. Come see me, bro. Anytime,
I'm
any
good.
fucking day, bro.
I'm good.
Come
So
see
since
me.
we on the
I'm on
topic
the
of
professional
Pokemon,
scene. You heard? I'm in the
I
tournaments
don't-
and shit. You heard?
I do not care.
Since we're on the topic of Pokemon, what did you think?
His favorite one is Weedle.
That's cap.
I was about to say like,
Well, we
Big
could ask
cat.
the favorites later. We could do a round. We could do a round table of like our favorite Pokemon. But what did you think about the new game that's coming out? What is it? ZA?
They don't even. They haven't even said the title yet.
No,
Yeah.
the title's out. The
It's
title's out.
Legends.
No, I mean as in
Pokemon
like verbally.
Legend. No, Legends.
What did they say?
Pokemon
It's
Legends
ZA.
Z.
Z to A?
No.
I quit. This is ridiculous.
If it's Z to A, then that's crazy. But
Z to A. I don't know. Whatever. Honestly, have you played Arceus?
I haven't.
Yes,
But
sir.
I think
Arceus-
you have, yeah.
Arceus is a piece of shit.
Whoa! Get him off my
I said
screen.
it.
Get
I
him
said it.
off the show.
I said it. I said
Put
it.
his
I
ass
don't
off
give
the
a fuck.
show.
I said
Get
it.
off
I don't
the-
give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. That shit's a piece of shit.
That's what
That's-
we're expecting.
that's
You wait. You know
possibly-
what? You know what? I just realized I can cut you off myself.
That shit is possibly the worst one out of.
Oh,
All right. So with that being
Bruh.
said,
That-
nah.
Oh, yeah.
quick
Crazy.
announcement. Stretch has just reached the homeland.
Oh shit!
We might have a Professor Stretch.
Hey.
coming. So
Oh man, sorry. So I had to Starbuck wild him real quick. You probably don't like it because it's not the same mechanics, and I know how you're a stickler about tradition. So either way, your opinion now is null and void.
Why am I throwing fucking Pokeballs at a motherfucker to drop his? When the hell did that ever make sense? Do you not see Ash throwing multiple Pokeballs to drop a motherfucker's health? That's stupid. That shit ain't even Pokemon at that point, bro. That's corny, man. Fuck out of here. That shit whack. And then you gotta run around. Oh my god, bro. Fighting the legendaries and that shit was the fucking worst.
Crazy.
The fucking
crazy.
worst, bro. Oh my god. I jettisoned through that whole game just so I could get everybody in that. Well, not even everybody. Just so I could get the last Pokemon and get the fuck off the game. That shit's a piece of shit, bro. Piece of shit.
Wait, hold on, real quick. I have to
games.
address this. Tiff, I can't disown him. I'm sorry. I just gotta let that be known.
yeah, but
Stuck
the
with
new
me.
game's gonna be pretty good. I
hope.
hope.
Well,
Yes.
I don't know. There's everybody's talking about how, oh no, they're gonna add Z evolutions, and I'm like, I don't even want to guess. I just want to see what the game's about.
No, there's no.
As
Z
long as
evolution.
it's
It's megas.
battle,
It's
it's
Megas.
mega. It's megas, not Z's. It's megas. Mega
No,
evolution.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you know, how they got like Charizard X and Charizard Y. There's gonna be like Charizard Z or Mewtwo X, Mewtwo Y. There'll be like Mewtwo Z.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's just people. But that's just people gossiping. That's nothing about the
Yeah.
actual game.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
it would make sense. It sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, but it depends on how they come across it. Like I've seen artwork where they did do the whole Z aspect of things, but they made it like okay, I might butcher his name, but Zurigard.
Zygarde.
Zygarde or Zygarde?
Oh shit, Zygarde. Yeah, that one. How they basically the Z transformation was like a part of them on the Pokemon. So like it like kind of like it was a fusion type thing. Which I think that concept would be pretty dope.
Oh, I
But-
get what you're saying. So you're saying
Like
the Z forms of
Pikachu,
all the
Zygarde.
characters. Right,
Like,
right.
Like,
type shit.
right. Imagine like parts of Zygarde on Pikachu, and then it mutated maybe, or
Oh, and,
transformed maybe a
and then
couple
it's known
things.
as Pikachu Z.
Right.
That sounds
My
kind of
only
cool, I
question,
guess.
once again, it all depends on how they approach it. My only thing with this game is that it's only in the one city, and
Is it
isn't
really?
that the city? Yeah, from my
I thought it
understanding,
was the
it's
region.
only
That's
in.
crazy.
I from what I've read, it's only in that one city.
Yeah, if you look at the map, it
Um,
only shows the center of Unova. It doesn't really give the outsides where the islands were and shit.
but then again,
But that's
this is
speculation, you know what I mean?
only the teaser. You know what I'm saying? This is only the first
Nah,
trailer. We can't really say much of anything.
I don't know.
I
All I
want to
know is
get.
that if it's a Legends game, I call it ass right off the bat.
Damn.
That's because you're a hater. I just want to get to these comments real quick. Sabrina said that means you are a real driver. That game is pretty hard and it sells well.
Yes, I whips it, baby. I whips it, baby. I'll fuck your head up, man. I'm nasty.
She says, since you're a man of Xbox, what do you feel would be worth adding to the Xbox catalog, whether it's accessories or gaming wise?
What what should they add to the Xbox catalog? Final Fantasy remake. They need to. Yo, I remember years ago, Xbox lost that fucking license or whatever the fuck happened between them and Squeenix, bro. I was like, they said that PlayStation had the exclusivity for the license for only 5 years, so it was only supposed to cover the first game, and then part 2 was supposed to drop on both, and then they were gonna re-drop part 1 on Xbox again, and then that shit just went nowhere, and now Squeenix is exclusive to PlayStation.
As it should be. As it
What?
should be.
No.
Yeah.
They're losing half of their fucking sales. They bugging because I own all of the Final Fantasies on my Xbox. I own it all on my Switch too, and I own it all on my PlayStation.
That's because you have an unhealthy obsession.
Man,
Yeah, you have
I have to
problem.
beat Final Fantasy 7 in every fucking system, no matter what. Since PlayStation 1, I've beat it in every system going up. So
almost, yeah.
Final Fantasy 7 is my favorite game of all time. I love that game.
As it should be.
Which is why the remake really hit me home, for real. Even though it's not a remake or it's a remix.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's more of what it is.
Right. You're right.
She also asked, what would you also be into Star Wars?
Like game wise or movie wise?
That's a good question. Just both, I guess.
I've never really been heavy on a Star Wars game. It looks really cool, but it looks like the type of game you want to play with people. You know what I mean? And I didn't really know many Star Wars heads like that.
Okay.
But what's that shit? KOTR, Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I heard that shit was dope. That's an MMORPG, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so I heard that shit was fire. But
it's supposed to be coming out.
Yeah,
there's supposed to be a remake dropping.
Yeah, they said it was canceled, but they confirmed they're still working on that shit. They were
they need to do that damn Spider-Man one. Fuck all that.
Nah, that got canceled, bro.
Yeah, that got canceled. That shit
disrespectful.
People say, "Oh, that's whack. It's gonna be whack." What are you talking about?
They're bugging. That shit would have been
Spider-Man. That would have been insane. That would have been insane.
And you could be different people, male, female, doesn't matter. Robot.
Right. It doesn't have to be just spider people. Like you can put the symbiotes in. You can put Carnage and stuff in.
But that's what they were. That's what they did. Venom was in it. Venom was in the trailer. So you imagine.
You know what I think it was in my head.
I'm gonna get angry.
I don't think they found a way to perfect it. They you know when you eat with your eyes.
Have you played the Spider-Man game?
My thing is,
for people, it's gonna be clunky. They're gonna you grab one guy in a combo and they're swinging around there, and while another guy's trying to.
I could agree with Magnus on that because does anybody remember Marvel Avengers? Everybody remember that video game?
What happened with that one? I heard a lot of people were very upset with that shit.
It wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't super terrible.
It was
Bro,
like,
I don't think it was as
It's
terrible as
20
everybody
Now,
gave it credit
It's one
to.
of those
It's
games. That's just why I say, like, maybe for the Spider-Man game, it's one of those games that where it sounds great on fucking paper, but when you finally like execute it, it just all the glitches
And
start.
Insomniac
it's
didn't do it.
2024,
That was
bro.
fucking EA.
It's too late into life for games to be clunky.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's either got, it's
But
either got,
we still have it.
I mean, it's either it better either come out perfect, or better yet, if it comes out and the glitches is there, everybody's just gonna sit there and keep complaining about glitches. So then, why not just put it off the shelf altogether, and we just gonna figure it out then? We'll try to figure it out along the way. You never know. It might show up in another 2 years, or it just might not show up at all. And it's all good.
In my head, bro, like, especially now with the game market so wide, like, you have free games that run better than games that are like $90.
Yeah, that are supposed to be AAA games. Yeah,
Right.
You know what I mean?
And they're not doing that.
And my favorite example to use is Destiny 2 versus Warframe.
completely agree.
You had a game that you had to download every DLC, everything that was going on in Destiny 2, you had to download and pay for, download and play for. And it was a great game, but like Warframe was the exact same shit, except it was third person, it was better, it had a bigger audience, a wider range, a deeper lore, and it's like free. Like, how do you lose? How do you win against that, bro? If free games are coming out better than paid games, something's wrong with the industry. A motherfucker's paying $1 million for the game that comes out, and an independent studio is doing better. Something's wrong, bro.
Something's definitely wrong.
Something's
for sure.
wrong.
Something definitely wrong.
Gaming industry is tweaky as fuck.
Yeah, it's oh man, and it's getting more expensive, and then you realize all the stuff that people's paying all these money for is for like these movie looking games, these cinematic games, and they're still not meeting performance. They're still not meeting, graphical fidelity or frame rate stability. Like it's crazy. Like I personally can't play a game that has bad frame rate. I can't do it. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, they should have had this patch that they just dropped today. They should have had that patch since the beginning. They they just dropped a frame rate stability patch because performance mode was it looks so bad. When I say, you ever see like you have your glasses and you rub your finger across the glasses and you have that smudge? So your lens is supposed to like amplify, what you're seeing. So imagine I'm looking at a regular screen of a game and it's smudged. The background looks smudged. Everything looks smudged. That's how Rebirth was looking. So I'm going to check the patch out. Like as soon as we're done, I'm going to check the patch out and see what happened to it. But even to performance mode, they patched it to where you can get it to be really sharp or just really soft in terms of how it looks with the performance mode. But they said they fixed all the bugs and everything in the game. So I'm hoping that I get back on and I can play the next or the last 5 chapters of the game and just enjoy myself. Because it was hard for me to stream it. It was so hard for me to stream it because of how bad it was looking.
That's crazy. See, I'm telling you, it's 2024, man. There's no excuses. Get it together, people. Get it together.
Everybody's dropping 30 FPS stuff, and I'm like, you're not optimizing shit. You have to optimize your shit, bro. Like, we can't be paying $70, $80, $90 for bullshit. Fighting games are doing better graphically and, performance-wise compared to these big RPGs. Yeah,
but I mean, if you really think about it, bro, like the necessity for the fine-tuned millisecond, responsiveness for in a fighting game is like, if you don't have that, and if it's clunky in any way, it like destroys the whole mechanic.
Yeah.
So like, it's a lot more important for a fighting game. So I understand why they would pay a little more attention to it like that. And with like RPG games, they just feel like, as long as you're pressing buttons, you'll have fun. So we'll figure out the rest later.
But it's not like Kingdom Hearts. Like Kingdom Hearts, you can play at 30 FPS because that's how it's played.
Yeah.
But something like Final Fantasy VII, where you need the quick time, especially Rebirth now, since you have parry and all that shit in it, you need to have it at 60 frames. You need to have that stability
to catch that
because,
that split second timing. Yeah.
because some of the monsters you fight is like that. If they hit you, that's it. If you don't parry that hit, that could be between you and the end of the game. Like, that's how crazy fast it is.
That's nice.
For sure.
So,
Gents,
yes, sir.
any last questions for the brother man, Supreme Madness?
What's your next venture at the moment?
Oh, good question. So, just I want to say 3 days ago, I got the LLC for my company. Not finally, after years and years of planning this shit out. I finally got the LLC. I am a business owner, the CEO of Mad Company. It is an entertainment company. We're gonna have personalities now, a couple artists now, and a couple producers. Progressively speaking, it's going to be more so into content and promotion, but we're going to have access to a lot of merchandise right now, a lot of the music that I'm going to be dropping, a lot of the content that my cohorts are going to be dropping as well is going to be all available very soon. I have a website coming soon. I have merch coming soon. And, keep listening to the music. Keep paying attention. Follow me on all my socials because when it pops, it's going to pop. You heard?
I hear that.
Oh, man. Q?
Striker answered it for me. I was really going to ask, like, what's my only question was going to be, like, what's a upcoming future project you got going? But congratulations on the LLC.
Thank you.
To
elaborate on it as well, I have music on my YouTube that the last song of the mixtape is coming out on Sunday. So after that's done, I'm going to completely focus on my album that I am dropping on my birthday on May 10th.
Okay.
So that is also another venture that I'm going for. So yeah, between my company and my upcoming album, I'm still going to be dropping music weekly. Every week, every Sunday, I drop a new remix. So I'm still going to be doing that. Expect a lot more content. Now that this is rolling, I have a lot of things coming. So just expect a lot from me and my camp.
Gotcha.
Do I have any questions for you? I probably don't even. I'll say this. I
got a question for you. You remember that time? You remember that time that we did the thing with
Yes, absolutely.
Don't tell nobody, but those are good times. You remember with the two and the
Yo, I can't. Go to sleep. It's time to go night. It's time to go to sleep. Sorry. Don't.
We'll leave that for another episode, guys.
No, never. That would never be in a conversation. The fuck? Well, look, man. Look, once again, I'm gonna end the show like I started the show. Bro, I'm proud of you. I'm so happy for your success.
Thank you.
I'm happy for your current and future ventures. It's still crazy to me that the oldest is in college. That blows my fucking mind. But bro, I love the fact that people are into your music. I love the fact that
very thankful for that. Very thankful. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Listen, man, look, we give credit to where credit is due, and honestly, I think even these guys, when Carmelo came out, the first few times and people heard his theme, or, even Cameron Grimes or somebody like, of course, now we're talking about it and I'm blanking out, right? Or Apollo when he had came out with his new entrance. man, people would definitely like, you know, you look on the different socials and the wrestling socials, and yo, that theme's crazy. La da da da, theme's fire. Blah 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 blah. Oh, what's the theme to this pay per view? Oh, that shit is nuts. La da da da. You know, Raw, SmackDown. What that? Oh shit, they switched themes. Who is that? The fuck? What? Who's this? Oh, blah blah blah. Man, listen, it's insane. Like, and once again, I told you this before, man. Your span, and you should have been doing this a long time ago. But the reach that you can have when it comes to wrestling fans is insane.
Yeah, I mean, the whack part is like a lot of people just didn't know who I was. They're like, you know, everybody attributed it to Death Rebel, which, you know, I'm in association with them and shit like that. But like, they didn't really get who I was. And then even the bit of fans that found out, oh, it's Supreme Madness, and you look on YouTube, it's like by Supreme Madness. Like, I'll comment and be like, hey, that's me. I'm like, no, you're not.
Right.
Like, no, dude, it's me. It's for real me. I just started my social media shit, so my shit is like small. And then people be like, yeah, whatever, bro. Like, people just don't know that I exist, and I'm like trying to let these people know, like, bro, I'm alive. I make music and shit. I'm here, guys. You know what I mean?
I'm really here, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's for real. Right? I'm a real person. I'm like here, like, you know what I mean? It's not AI. I'm right, for real.
But man, listen, the sky's the limit. You know, it's not even close to being the limit. And like I said, I think the sooner you're able to connect with more wrestling fans, the more things will grow, the more things will be for you. So, brother, I love you, man. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for jumping on the show. Sir, can you let these people know what your new business venture is one more time, the name of it, and where they can find you?
You talking to me? Oh, my bad.
Yes, you.
My bad. All right. So, like I said, it is your boy Supreme Madness, CEO of Mad Company. Very soon there will be a website, madcompany.net. Please look out for it. You can hit me up on all my socials. I'm very heavy on IG, on YouTube. My IG is Supreme_Madness. My YouTube is Supreme Madness with 5s at the end, right? I think so. Yeah, no, it's just Supreme Madness. My Twitch is Supreme Madness with 5s at the end.
Yep.
But everything stems off of my IG. You can just follow me on IG. Hit up my YouTube every Sunday at 12 o'clock midday. I drop a new video, a new remix to this to a random song. Yeah.
Content.
And shout out to Chad Chadwick. He's a pretty dope dude, even though he's a douchebag.
Facts. Big old douchebag. Brother, man, once again, thank you again, man. I love you. Love you.
Appreciate that.
And gentlemen, I mean, what do I say? Oh, let's do what we do.
It's about that time. Well, you already know to hit me on IG and on Twitter /
Yeah, I got it.
FF Thiefin again. Thank y'all. Thank you so much, y'all, for even tuning in. There's about 60 of y'all that was actually watching today. That's actually 63. That's pretty big. It's pretty big. Thank y'all for all stopping in, watching us, listening to this dope interview. Whether y'all had your wine, you Taylor poured out, your beer out, whether you was doing a line, whether you was doing your line or smoking your blunts and all. We never. One thing about the Four Corners that we never judge. We don't judge anybody for what they do. Just as long as you're doing it in the safe range of your home. That's it.
Don't be a douchebag.
I don't know about anybody.
Don't be a douchebag.
That's it, man. The tall homie couldn't make it, but the big Stretch, Professor Stretch, aka the Human Encyclopedia, you can follow him on Instagram at Jador. I know. I had a brain fart. Jador Sapio on the Twitter at is that Stretch?
And it's me as Striker Dragoon, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, all the same at Striker Dragoon. YouTube is at Striker Dragoon 131. I'm at 114 subs on YouTube.
Hey.
Once I hit 250 subs, I'm doing another game giveaway. So whenever that time hits, I will be sending either a digital or physical edition of a game that you want out of my own pocket, my money, or I will send it out to you, whoever wins my little lottery that happens at that time. So I am streaming right now Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I am at chapter 9 currently. I think it's 14 chapters. So I'm basically halfway through the game. I'm going to be streaming Tekken 8. You know for sure I'm going to be streaming some Dragon's Dogma when I get it. And the sky's the limit. I had a whole bunch of games to play. Still got to finish Cyberpunk 2077. Just a whole bunch. But what you can do is follow me on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. Let me know what games you want to see me play, and I'll be streaming them. So I stream every day. Just catch me on Twitter or subscribe, put the notification on, and you'll see what game I'm playing for the night.
And as always, I am your man, K Marvel. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Mr. Marvel 87. Please also, and TikTok. Sorry, can't forget that. Also, please follow A Different Angle, the podcast that I am also on about mental health with my brother, Ronnie Harris. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 88pod2023. Also, you can listen to it live tomorrow, which is Friday, at 5 p.m. on prn.live. Also, make sure, sorry. I thought I was right there, but I wasn't. Boop, there we go. Also, make sure to follow us on the CDB network. Jeez. They are on all of your streaming platforms, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and all of these other wonderful platforms that you can follow not only us and A Different Angle, but you can also follow Susio Boys, Susio Sports, JLax Podcast, Soccer, Shogun Soccer, the CBD Podcast, and did I say JLax? I did say JLax. The AM High Podcast. That's what it is. Also, make sure once again to look out for my brother's company, Mad Company. Also, make sure there's a lot of alsos. Also, make sure to follow the Four Corners of Commentary on YouTube at the Council of Commentary, on X/Twitter at CO Commentary, on TikTok at Council of Commentary, also on Instagram at the Council of Commentary. And don't forget to join our Facebook group, the Council of Commentary. All you gotta do is find the logo, and it'll be us. All right. Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much. Brother, man, we love you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, as I try to do this with my other computer, right? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We love you. Stay positive. We are 3 of your Four Corners of Commentary.
Sir, yes, sir.
And we out.
Sir.
Peace.
We out.
I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got it. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough Cause time. I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning.